Hey guys, today we've got a short little video about racing Enduro for the first time and how you can make it easier. So with that being said, let's get into tip number 1. Tip number 1 for when you're racing your first Enduro is to try and pace yourself. If you can pace yourself, this means that you'll be less tired in between stages and also you'll have a bit more time and feel more relaxed. So the main thing is to not try and keep up with the big pack at the front. As long as you're happy with your speed and you know you're going to complete the whole course, then that's all you need to worry about and how your body's feeling, not everyone else's. So tip number 2 is to ride smooth and not as fast as you can. If you ride smooth, you tend to carry better speed and you're more conscious about where you're riding and your line choice. Whereas if you're riding as fast as possible, you're always mashing on the pedals and you tend to not be as smooth as you could be. One big thing about Enduro is trying to carry as much speed as possible as you're trying to save your legs for later stages. To keep more speed, you want to be able to try and ride smooth. So one thing to work on is definitely trying to maintain your speed and to ride smooth rather than fast. Tip number 3 is to have enough food so that you aren't hungry, but then don't have too much to the point where you feel sick. Same goes for water. Try and have enough water the night before so you're hydrated in the morning so you don't have to carry too much with you. After all, you'll be riding for only a couple of hours, so you don't need to bring the whole kitchen sink. Tip number 4 is to get your bike ready the day or night before your race. This could include checking up sealant in your tires, greasing your headset or other bearings, and making sure your bike is tip-top condition for the race the next day. Let's be honest, you don't want to get to your race and find out that your headset is too loose and is creaking all over the place. So make sure to get your bike ready the night before. Tip number 5 is to train. If you can train before your race, you're going to find it a lot easier and more enjoyable. You'll be able to pedal hard on the downhills and also on the uphills, and you'll find it far easier and more fun. Included in this is being fit enough to be able to redo a course if your race providers allow it. This can be very beneficial because if you mess up a stage, you're able to rewrite it and hopefully get it clean. Number 6, and arguably the most important, is trying to pre-ride the tracks you think you're going to race. Even if the course hasn't been released, you can still try and race the trails that you think are going to be in your race. This means that you can try and find out your race pace on each trail and you know what you're coming into for the race. Not pre-riding trails is something that both Casey and I regretted, as we didn't know where we were going in some of the trails and we would have liked to know them a little bit better. So if you can, definitely pre-ride those trails. Tip number 7 is to make sure you know the cutoff time and start times of your race. If the organisers say you might want to get a hurry along, you should probably do so. But if you know you're going to have a lot of time spare, then make sure to take your time. If you enjoyed this format of video, then hit like and we'll try and do some more for you guys.